It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll run this play from the pistol. Moore. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quick give. It's Davison. Defense all over him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They were really set up on the opening drive, but a big third down coming here. They'll move the tight end. Moore from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Davison. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. That's not at all where he intended to go with the ball on third and long, but it worked out beautifully.
And the frustrating thing, Reese, is from a defensive perspective, I want you to throw it to the running back. I don't want to take away the main targets, the ballers on the outside. You do what I want you to do, and you still make the big play, get the huge first down on third and long.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. It's Hooks. Makes the catch and he's free. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Dante Moore. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they build traditions, and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
On the return, it's Lee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Left side is Eakin. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
All over him immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a... An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and it
runs through, man. He might have some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating creed.
Out wide left, it's Thomas. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Right side, it's Green. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Going to the run, it's Berry. Driven back.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Look out! Out wide right, it's Harris. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Durham. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession. And they'll try to break the seal on the second quarter by putting 3 on the board. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Running inside, it's Hill. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. He's loose on the right. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Green. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Hits inside, it's Berry. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They go to the counter. Knocked down immediately. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Moore. Finds his back in the middle. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Ducks will try to convert on 4th down. 4th down, Moore. Fires to the middle. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Davison. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Moore to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Run the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Moore will throw. Rush right in his face. Being chased. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From deep, it's Davison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finding space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Moore. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
2nd and long here. Straight ahead, it's Davison. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Moore to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know this offense came out here in the 2nd half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side, it's Wilson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. He's changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires immediately. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Berry. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Watkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Got his man. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Guys, LSU has the lead here and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. More to throw for it on 4th down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Fires to the wideout, and the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They want that clock to run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a two-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore. He's taking the shot. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the...
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, in two straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Dante Moore on the move. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Rush is on. it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Again, it's Moore. Under pressure. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out wide right, it's Thomas. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Touchdown LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Moore to throw. They're all over him. He wants a big play here late. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Moore will throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and long right here. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Buying a little time to his left. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And what a fantastic job by the defense there in that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
And he tacks on the extra point. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Throwing Moore. Extending the play. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will
Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the USC Trojans and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lincoln Riley before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. From the gun, it's Cobb. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
214 close. 214 close. Ninja, ninja. Ready. Move 30. Stop.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Holds on. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down, gonna throw it. And he gets rid of it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fellow a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Brown will throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Interesting play call there, right? You gave up a sack on the first play, so now these DNs are licking their chops. And you let them get a free rush at the quarterback because you've set up the screen. They're thinking, we're going to get back-to-back sacks. Just throw it right over top into the running back. You get some of those yards back now, at least giving you a chance here on third down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw one first. Makes the catch. It's Bowman. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab, it's Bowman. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Jordan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Second down, gonna throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is gonna win every time. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it fly. Touchdown USC. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason. We need you to make more plays for us in the
San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that Super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I think one of the reasons this offense is so dynamic in the passing game is they've got multiple receivers that can hurt you throwing it. First play of the game, they get a first down throwing it to one receiver. And now in the second play, they get another first down throwing it to a different guy. As a defense, you don't know which guy to double cover. And this is going to be a real cat and mouse game for the rest of this one.
Takes the handoff. It's Hawkins.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The fake and wants to throw. Right side, it's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll send the tight end in motion. Piles his way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires deep on the run. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Tight end now in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hokies. Let me tell you, that opening Opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Trying to get the edge. It's Coleman Williams. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sells to fake. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. DB's right up on the receivers. Running inside, it's Williams. Down he goes. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On play action. Out wide left, it's Fleming. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
Williams got it. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The give is to Williams. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drops back. It's Washington. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Off play action. Oh, pressure's coming. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Washington. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Selling the fake. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making the adjustment. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Wants to throw on 1st. Look out! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Right side, it's Green. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down to the air. Left side is Green. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out to the right. Still looking. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Maryland uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Fleming. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Drops back on 1st down. With the catch, it's Hawkins. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. From the gun. Escapes the pressure to his right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. sells the run, looking to pass. Stepping to the right. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Left side is Webb. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He wants to throw it again. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Off play action on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Dangerous throw on that one.
And Reese, listen, we already know. He already threw the interception in the last drive. We got to get this together. This is a couple bad plays that we put together now. If I'm an OC, I'm going to make this simple. Maybe I run the football. Maybe I get him a screen. Something easy maybe to get him a little bit back in a rhythm.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Enough to move the chains. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The give on 4th. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Denmark. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. In the backfield, it's Denmark. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Throwing right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical...
He's got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Hokies!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll throw it. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Dragged down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The play fake. Rush is on. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 45, on its way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. College football postseason continues with this game we have for you in the First Responder Bowl. It's the Missouri Tigers and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Missouri head coach told me before the game, this is a fun matchup here today for conference bragging rights. The SEC versus the ACC. These are two teams and two conferences that are always trying to get chippy, talk about who is the more dominant league. They'll have a chance to prove it here on the field today. Both coaches say they want to dominate at the line of scrimmage and show just who is the more physical league. Reese?
Okay, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. They put the brakes on him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. The fake and wants to throw. Under pressure. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulled.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Out wide right, it's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's changing the play. Back to throw. It's Jennings. He fires one deep down the right side. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. Touchdown Mustangs! Great job by the back on the option.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Roberts. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Give to the running back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Finds a tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive yards.
Makes a grab and room to run. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Makes the grab, it's Harris. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Hardy. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tells the run, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Smith. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
As a quarterback, when you're throwing out-breaking routes like that against man coverage, you have to be able to anticipate and throw the ball way before your receiver comes out of his break, and that's exactly what happened. He's in the pocket. He throws that way before his receiver even turns around, puts it on the outside shoulder. Receiver able to make the catch before going out of bounds.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Unloads to the right. Finds his man, it's Knight. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They're all over him. Out wide left, it's Singleton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
First down, nothing. 2nd down, sack. We're going the wrong way, but still got an opportunity here on 3rd down to try to make something happen. Remember, you can't turn the football over, and nowadays you're even going to use 4th down a lot of times to call another play, but got to find something here that you know can work.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Roberts. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here's a give to Hardy. He's got enough. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
See some running room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Simmons to throw. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air. It's Jennings. Oh, pressure's coming. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the return, it's Roberts. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Throwing Simmons. Look out. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
To the air, it's Simmons. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Singleton. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Rush right in his face. Breaks loose. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Back to pass on second down. The sure hands, it's Singleton. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Turns it upfield. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Roberts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Simmons on the play fake. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Columbus, Ohio. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll operate out of split backs. Quick give. It's Jackson. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Julian saying to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Got his man in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver going in motion. Zayn. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to pass. He's got him this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up? Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
If you're a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders. They're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Hands it off. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's third and goal.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sayin from the gun on third down. Tosses it incomplete.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buckeye! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. give it to him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the...
But he's got room. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Handoff for Frazier. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the play. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Humphreys. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Frazier. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, say it. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Moves the pocket. It's Sayin. Still looking. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fires to the right. Comes down, it's Humphries. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Fires to the middle. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second and long here. Running inside. It's Frazier. Shows him the stiff arm. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Red pass, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Got an alley. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sells to fake. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sayin to throw. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Say it. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
From the gun on third down, say it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Long way to go on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And the point after is good. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. And he will